Good day, everyone. We continue with our reading today in this wisdom series, and we'll read from Genesis 5 in the King James 1611 Bible. It is mostly a register of the generations from Adam to Noah's sons, but bear with me. It does contain very interesting facts. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800. And he begat sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. And Seth lived as 105 years, and begat Enos. And Seth lived after he begat Enos 807 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Enos lived 90 years, and begat Canaan. And Enos lived after he begat Canaan 815 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years, and begat Mahalaleel. And Canaan lived after he begat Mahalaleel 840 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalaleel lived 65 years, and begat Jared. And Mahalaleel lived after he begat Jared 830 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalaleel were 895 years, and he died. And Jared lived 162 years, and he begat Enoch. And Jared lived after he begat Enoch 800 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. And Enoch lived 65 years, and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after he begat Methuselah 300 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years, and Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. And Methuselah lived 187 years, and begat Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begat Lamech 782 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived 182 years, and begat a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed. And Lamech lived after he begat Noah 595 years, and he begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Wonder if they were triplets. I would like to explain the meanings of the names first, and you will see why later. Adam, in Hebrew, means man. The ancient Hebrew meaning of the name Seth is appointed. And this is also what Eve said, his name to me, in Genesis 4 verse 25. The ancient Hebrew meaning for the name Enos signifies sickness and mortality. The meaning for the name Mahalalel in ancient Hebrew are the blessed of God. Now, Jared is from the root verb yarad, which means shall come down. Enoch means teaching or commencement. He was the first of 4 generations of preachers. In fact, the earliest recorded prophecy was by Enoch, which amazingly enough deals with the second coming of Christ. The flood of Noah did not come as a surprise. It had been preached on for 4 generations, but something strange happened when Enoch was 65, from which time he walked with God. Enoch was given a prophecy that as long as his son was alive, the judgment of the flood would be withheld. But as soon as he died, the flood would be sent forth. Methuselah comes from 2 roots, Muth, meaning death, and Shalach, meaning to bring or to send forth. Thus the meaning of his death shall bring. And indeed, in the year that Methuselah died, the flood came. It is interesting that Methuselah's life was, in effect, a symbol of God's mercy in forestalling the coming judgment of the flood. It is therefore fitting that his lifetime is the oldest in the Bible, symbolizing the extreme extensiveness of God's mercy. Methuselah's son was named Lamech, a root still evident today in our English word lament or lamentation. Lamech suggests despairing. Noah is derived from Naham, to bring relief or comfort, as Lamech himself explains. Now, if you put the meanings of the names together, back to back, it reads as a prophetic word from God straight out of Genesis. Man is appointed for mortality and sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down, teaching, and his death shall bring the despairing comfort and rest. Just take a moment, pause the video and let it sink in. I got goosebumps when I did it. An apocryph book to the Bible is the Book of Enoch. It is interesting to know that although it is apocrypha, the New Testament does make reference to it in Hebrews 11:15 and in Jude 1:14-16. The Book of Enoch is widely known and makes for very interesting reading, especially for a more biblical alternative to the mainstream ancient alien theories. In this chapter of Genesis, we read that Enoch walked with God and that he was no more, for God took him. This suggests that he did not die and was taken up to be with God while still alive. People lived for a long time back then. For reasons why they could live so long, please follow my series on creationism versus evolution on this channel. The scoffers would tell you that scripture is not accurate because it was told as a story for a long time before it was written down for the first time. I would show them this chart. Adam told Lamech, who told Noah. Noah told Abraham, who told Jacob, who told Joseph. So it's been told only 6 or 7 times before Moses wrote it down. That, coupled with the fact that Israel has a very strict and precise oral tradition of even singing the scriptures, and you have a very reliable source of history. I hope you enjoyed this video. Unfortunately, this is all we have time for. Please support this ministry by making a donation on Patreon. Instructions on how to do so will follow. God bless. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified of our next video. You can help us create better videos by leaving a donation on Patreon. The link is in the description. Thank you. We hope to see you next time.